everybody, in this video I'm going to show you how to make a connector chain for your prisoner transport restraints. So what I use as a chain is basically a dog choker chain that you put around a dog's neck. I use quite a long one. You're gonna want to buy a chain that is about 30 inches long. I don't know if you can see that. 30 inches or 75 centimeters. And so how this chain works on a dog is you loop this chain to this ring like that. Obviously you put the dog's head through this and just tighten that on the dog's neck, attach a leash, and that's how this chain is used in its normal use. But I use this chain because it's ideal for this. I use it to make the connector chain to my handcuffs and leg irons and to a waist chain. So you'll need this chain about 30 inches long. You can get it on eBay. Just type in dog choker chain or dog choke chain, and yeah, about 30 inches long. And then you're gonna want to buy two much larger rings than there is on these ends of this chain. These are 50 millimeters inside diameter. I don't know if you can see that, but the direction from one side to another, from one wall to another, is 50 millimeters inside, so we're going to want that. And the thickness of this is 5 millimeters. You're going to want some, you know, about 5, maybe 4 millimeters thick, but I think like 4 millimeters is the minimum thickness, because otherwise it will just look chintzy and, you know, weak. So you're not gonna do anything to these two rings because first of all they are also thicker and you don't want to kind of destroy them, I guess. But with these rings on these ends, because you're gonna want to put these larger rings on here, attach them somehow, and to make it look like a proper chain, like it's been made its way, you know, this way. You're not gonna connect it with some kind of a lock or whatever. What you're gonna wanna do is actually cut this ring with a saw, a metal saw, for example. So you're gonna find this ring. You're gonna start slowly making a, you know, small indentation scratch, and then you're finally gonna, you know, create a good enough, you know, dent in there to start properly cutting. You may also help yourself with some kind of a I don't know, a nut spinner or whatever like this that can hold it. And then you're gonna cut it. I already cut this one and the other end before, so I'm not gonna do that on the video. But the next step, what you're gonna do is you're going to obviously grab it on one end with one pair of spinner or pliers or whatever, and then you're gonna need another tool that is basically this type of tool that grabs things. And you're gonna want two tools and two hands on this, and you're gonna spin this right hand, if you are right-handed, towards you, and you're gonna wanna open the ring just slightly enough for the 5 millimeters thick ring to slide through. So I opened it on this side. I'm gonna put this ring through, and then I'm gonna close it again. And I'm gonna close it now this way and out away from me, because that's how I find I have the most strength, because sometimes this can be quite strong, these rings. So I bring it close to my body, so I use most of the power, most of the strength. I'm gonna try to align it properly, and it's closed, and it shouldn't open up, because it's quite a strong steel, right? Quite a strong metal. So even if you are pulling on it, you know, pretty hard, you're really gonna have to pull on it really hard to open it. So yeah, unless you're restraining a real prisoner, then I think you're fine enough with this to just use for yourself and for play, or for a costume, prisoner costume. You may find out that this hasn't met quite close to it, like, you know, there's still a slight space between, so I just sometimes just try to press this ring together. It might help a little bit, it might not, but yeah, it's slightly closer, I think. But that's one side done. You repeat the same on the other. I'm not gonna talk for this part, so you can just watch it again. And that's this done. Both of these rings are done, and basically your connector chain is done. If you want to like make it especially more, I don't know, good looking or something, you can find some kind of soldering kits or whatever, some kind of a soldering wire, and then if you have a torch or something, and you can basically solder these ends together. Or if you have a welder, you can weld it together, but obviously for, you know, low cost, easy solution, well, this is how we make a connector chain. It's pretty simple, pretty easy, and quite cheap, I think. This chain, the dog choke chain, is about £5, maybe £6 on the internet, and these rings can run you, I don't know, £1 max, I think, each. No, I don't know, £1, something like that. So it's definitely probably under £10, under £10, which again, you know, in dollars, maybe under $10 or whatever, under $15 if you are in America. So yeah, and this is the chain I've been using on all of my restraint videos and things like that. And well, this is how you apply your handcuffs to it. Obviously handcuffs go on through one loop, right? You loop that through, and your leg irons go through the other loop. And you get a pretty much complete prisoner transport restraint. You can also obviously attach it to a waist chain or a transport belt. So transport belt right here. I'll just set this down. Okay, so here's your handcuffs. You would attach your transport belt like this, obviously around the prisoner's waist, and then this D-ring in the front. You take your handcuff through, close it. So that's it, guys, and I hope you can make your own connector chains now. after this instructional video, and you can make them at home cheaply, and you don't have to look on the internet for original connector chains, which are probably hard to find. And okay, goodbye and see you next time.